And we're going to go back to the caravan to get changed and then head up to the race. So I'll catch up with you later on. Hello again, it's 10 to 1 and I'm at my marshalling point, but I'm sitting in the van because it's pouring with rain. Again, every time we have this race, it rains. Does it always rain on Mull? Can someone tell me? But yeah, so I'm sitting in the van. The race kicks off in about 10 minutes, so I'll wait until the race kicks off. In fact, I better switch my radio on so I can hear when it does kick off. I will show you in a minute where I am. There's my radio. Hopefully it's in here. But right, I've just went through my bag and they've not given me a radio. Fantastic. But another marshal's just walked past, so I've let them know, and they're going to radio to let them know that I've not got a radio, just in case, because quite often they'll put over the radio, you know, just to check that you're in position and things, but I won't get it. Anyway, yeah, so Canicross, for anyone who doesn't know, who hasn't seen any of my Canicross vlogs before, is basically, it's an up and coming sport all around the world actually, where you do cross country running with your dog. So you've got special harness for the dog and a belt for the person, and the dog gets attached around the person's waist and they run through cross country, things like that. So I obviously can't run being in the wheelchair, but I am a marshal at these things, so I sit at a certain point and just make sure the runners go in the right direction. So that is basically Canicross, and it's very different this year because usually the whole point of it is the social aspect, especially the weekends. It's a great chance for everybody to get together and catch up and see what they've been up to, and, you know, talk to the other dogs and things like that. And I always like catching up with all the marshals as well. But this year, for obvious reasons, it's very different. There's not been a proper formal registration. There's not been a formal briefing. It's all been done online. And the race, which usually starts in one big wave, is being controlled this year. So I think there's maybe 5 people starting at a time, and everybody's to social distance during that time. It's all a bit weird. It's not the same. However, it's better than nothing. This is the first Canicross event I've managed to have since before lockdown. So it is better than nothing. I'm quite exhausted. I'm actually struggling to breathe. I put on I've got like waterproofs and stuff that I wear. I've got warm trousers, and this is the first time I've put them on since February, and they're too tight. So I'm struggling to breathe. I've actually just unpopped them so that I can sit down in comfort, which is a terrible thing to admit, but hey ho, we're all friends here. Yes, I've definitely put on weight since I last wore them in February. Oopsie, never mind. So yeah, I'm going to turn you around just now and let you see what I can see. There's Willa in the back. Jack is running the long course just now with Clyde. So it's a long course that's starting at 1 o'clock, and then that's about 5 kilometres. And then the short course that Brooke usually runs in with Molly is about 2.5 kilometres, and that's on right after it. So after the long course, Jack's going to come back here, drop Clyde in the van, pick up Willa and run the short course with Willa. That'll be her first Canicross race. And then tomorrow I think he's going to run the short course with Molly, since Brooke isn't here to run with her. So that is the plan. Right, I'm going to turn you around and let you see what will be happening. Right, so this is what I'm seeing at the moment. Look at the rain. Yeah. So this path straight ahead here, right here, is where people will come running up this way towards me. I will be sitting, hold on, I'll be sitting out here in my wheelchair, which is there keeping dry with a towel, and I will basically be directing people that come up towards me here to go down that way, just to make sure that they don't run straight up the hill. There are signs telling them what way to go, but sometimes they don't always see it. So I'll be sitting here directing them to go down there, down the hill, and they run round the tree line and then along and then down through the valley and up. Oh, I can't show you because of the window's too seamed up, but they'll go up towards those trees here. This, for anyone who knows Mull or has been here, is the grounds of Glengorm Castle. So yes, it is lovely, but obviously the scenery's not great today with the rain and the mist and stuff. But yeah, so that's that. I've got my GoPro with me. Yep, I've got my GoPro with me, so I'm going to put that on and see if I can get some footage of the people running for you, especially Jack and Clyde. But yeah, so I'm going to go and get my jacket on and things, and my high-vis vest. At least they've remembered to give me that. And I will catch up with you later on. See you in a wee while. Rain's gone off a bit, which is nice. I think the puppies are lying down, which is good.
Hello, my dear. Goodie.
You're doing great. Go down to your right. Good. Go on, Jack.
Number 35.
Number 35, okay. I've no radio either. It's been a bit of a nightmare this year because there's no like proper registration. Everybody was supposed to be getting their numbers mailed out to them, the race numbers that you normally pick up on the day at registration. However, Jack's hadn't arrived by the time we left, so we thought that there would be spare copies at the start line, but obviously there hasn't been. So that was him telling me he's number 35. I'm assuming he's telling all the marshals and the timekeepers that. Well done! You're doing good?
Thank you. Come on, guys, this way.
Hello, how ridiculous do I look? No wonder Abby and Brooke won't let me walk about with, well, wheel about with this on my head. That's the tail runner just passed for the long course, and it's 2:05, and I think the short course was due to start at 2 o'clock, so I'm not getting back in the van. I'm sitting in the cold and just waiting for the first short course people to come past. Jack's been back with Clyde and he's away with Willa to start the short course, so yeah, that's that. I'm starving, but I've just realised I've not had anything to eat today apart from one digestive biscuit and half a coffee. So I'll get something nice when I get back to the caravan and heat up. The rain's off thankfully, but it's freezing now. Right, so I'll catch up with you later on. There's Highland coos on the loose. There's Highland coos on the loose. Oh, that one's running. The wee calf. Oh. You really don't want to come on the road. Oh, careful. Clyde now is not the time to bark. Doesn't decide if it wants to cross or not. Come on, cows, hurry up. Look at that one having a scratch. There we go. And there's more. We've got a welcoming committee. You're so nice. Yes, about the same size as Ryan, look at that, right? Aww. Wee tiny buds. Are you quite comfy there, wee girl? Are you? Are you quite comfy? Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday morning. There's Clyde. Here's Willa. Here she is. Hello, big girl. We are just up and dressed and organised. Jack's making his breakfast. And it has been peeing it down since, what time yesterday? About all day actually, yeah. I think there was a slight lull in the rain at the end of my marshalling stint, and then it started again and it has been constant ever since. But that's Mull for you. It happens every year. So yep, just getting organised, and then I will catch up with you once I'm up at my marshalling point. Need to go up early to get my radio. It's a morning race today, so I'll catch up with you then. Oh, what a yucky day. Good morning. I am back at my marshal point. It's about 10:25, so I'll be getting out shortly. The long course starts at 10, and then if it's anything like yesterday, there won't be time to come back in the van before the short course starts because of the way that they're doing the timings. But that's fine. It's dry at last, which is good, and hopefully it's a bit milder than yesterday. I was freezing by the end of the 2 hours yesterday, sitting outside in the rain, in the cold for 2 hours. Oh, it wasn't fun. But it was fun, if you know what I mean. I do enjoy it, I really do. Last night, what did we do? We went straight back from here to the caravan because we were both freezing, and I got my jammies on and got the heater in the van on, and we sat and we watched... What did we watch? We watched the two Bill and Ted's. We watched Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and then Bogus Journey. We bought the two of them on a special deal on DVD in HMV because they were obviously doing a deal because the third one's just out at the cinemas just now, and we're desperate to see it, but I think we're going to have to wait for it to come onto Netflix or DVD. I don't think we're going to get a chance because our wee cinema in Helensburgh is like a charity run thing in an old church, and it's lovely, but I don't think it's reopened since lockdown yet. So for us to go to the cinema, it's about an hour to get there, and then you've got the time of the cinema and then the hour to come back, and it's too long to leave the dogs. So I think we'll need to wait until we get it comes out on DVD or whatever. But we enjoyed watching them anyway. We've seen them all loads, but we just love them. And then we watched Zombieland Double Tap again. We watched that while we were away on holiday in July, and that was that, I think. Took the dogs out for their other walk, and that was about it. We just had a roll and things for dinner. Well, Jack had a pasta thing, I had a roll, and tonight we're having a takeaway from the Isle of Mull or something, which is sounding brilliant. Looking at the menu online, boo! You trying to give me a fright? Looking at the menu online, it looks amazing. Come on then, Molly. Good girl. Good girl. So we're not sure what the plan for this afternoon is. The Celtic game kicks off at 12 o'clock and you're running the short course at 25 past 11, is it? So we might just go straight out and about in the van to listen to the game, or Jack might drop me and the dogs at the caravan and he might go out and listen to the game on the radio, or he might even try to find a pub that's showing it. We'll wait and see. But that's where we're up to at the moment. Yeah, it's all good. We're having a nice wee weekend, aren't we? Mm-hmm. Everything's good at home. I've been in touch with my mum and the girls and they're all fine, so we're hunky-dory. Right, so I'll go just now and I'll catch up with you later on. Someone's rather impatiently waiting for her turn. She's like, let me out, Mum. I can see you. Why can I not come out beside you? Because you were trying to play with all the other dogs and pull me out my chair. That's why, Willa Willa. Oh, it's a much nicer day for this today. Don't mind being a wee bit chilly when it's dry. I think you can maybe see the castle a bit better today. Yep, there's the top of the castle up there. That's Glengorm Castle on Mull. Jack and Clyde have already passed. Looking rather exhausted, I have to say. And he's still got the short course to run with Willa. He was going to run Molly today, but this course is definitely better suited to Willa because she's got longer legs and there's a lot of deep muddy holes. And there's a burn to run through in this one, and Molly really doesn't like running through the water. What a gorgeous day though, eh? Don't know if you can see in the distance there the two islands. There and there. That's Col and Tyree. Definitely a lot clearer today. Right, I better go and get on with it. It's weird because of the there's 5 minutes between runners going off because of social distancing, so there's like 5 running at a time and then 5 minutes and then another 5. So instead of a steady stream, well done. So instead of a steady stream of runners, there's like 5 people and then a 5-minute break. They don't always come round together, it just depends on their speed and things, but generally Karen's got them grouped in sort of round about the same pace. The other thing that I meant to tell you that's different this year is there's no presentations. Usually we hang about and then there's presentations for each category, and the top 3 get to stand on the podium and get their medals and things like that, but that's not happening this year because of social distancing, so everybody's just getting their medals sent through the post. Yeah, so there's no hanging about, which is a good thing because the hanging about's a pain, but it is nice to watch everybody getting their medals and things. So never mind. You like my new hat? I've I've been given an official Canny Sports Scotland hat because I'm such a good marshal. Oh dear. Yeah, so that's that. So I'm gonna get back to my duties now. Stop neglecting everybody. I'll see you soon. Here's another runner coming. Well done! Right, so it's 11:45 and I'm back in the van. It was quicker today than yesterday. I think there's usually quite a few people less on the Sunday up here because a lot of people have to travel back down the road, but thankfully we're here until tomorrow. But that's my marshalling duties and Jack's running duties over for the weekend, so we can relax the rest of today and tonight and tomorrow morning. We need to be out the caravan site by 11, I think, and there's ferries at 2, something like that. So I don't know what the plan will be, but I am starving. So whatever we do today, we need to go back to the caravan so I can get some food, or at least go to a shop that I can get some food because I am starving. So yeah, it was good, but excuse the hat here. It's going to have to stay like this because, oh yeah, I was telling you the other day, the campsite that we're on is lovely, the caravan site. However, they've not got any disabled facilities. Now, Jack didn't think to ask when he was booking because I thought most places had to have disabled facilities now. And it's a relatively new looking campsite. It doesn't look like it's been there for like 40 years or anything. But yeah, it was a bit of a disaster. So thankfully I can get into the toilet if Jack helps me. If he sort of helps me into the toilet and waits for me and helps me out again. But there's no way I would be able to have a shower. So yeah, I've been basically just sort of giving myself a wash in the caravan, and my hair will just need to stay a mess until I get home tomorrow night and have a proper shower. But yeah, that was a bit of a nightmare. But in general, the site's actually really nice. It's very clean. Nothing bad to say about it. It's just a small site. It's not a caravan club site or anything like that. So and it accepts tents and dogs and caravans and motorhomes, so it's basically, it's open to everybody, just not accessible for wheelchair users. But thankfully I have Jack, and he's that used to being able to help me out in situations that it's fine, it's fine. So I'm just waiting for Jack to come back to the van with Willa. They looked like, well, Jack was knackered, but Willa looked like she was absolutely loving it. Her tail was wagging the whole time. So, yep, and I've got wee Molly on my knee. Here's wee Molly. Molly. Oi, you not saying hello? She's too busy looking for her dad. Oh, I've still got my buff on. I remembered to put that on today. Oh, but I didn't really need it, because it was a lot milder today and dry, which was good. Right, I'm just blethering now. I'm havering as usual. So I'm going to head off and I'll catch up with you later on. See you soon. Camouflaged. So is that how you get yellow wool? Right, so it's 25 to 6. We're back in Tobermory. We've just been for a run right around the right around the island, the north of the island. It took about 2.5 hours, would you say, just under, to go from Tobermory right round past Calgary Bay and back across to Salem and back up to Tobermory. So it was lovely. I got some nice footage on the way, so I'll probably have already put that in for you. So the previous footage that you saw would have been from that run. So we're here now just to get the takeaway. We've ordered it and we're just waiting to pick it up. Then we're going to go back to the caravan, have our dinner and just chill out for the evening. So I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Say good morning. Say good morning. It is 8:30 on Sunday morning. I'm just about to tuck into some fruit pudding right after saying my jeans are too wee, too wee. In fact, they're so wee I couldn't even get them on. I've had to put my joggers on. I said to Jack, that's it. Tomorrow I'm going on keto. Oh, fruit pudding. Yes, please. I was going to show you what a gorgeous day it is outside, but the windows are all steamed up. Not from lots of passion, but from cooking. Look at that. Can you see how gorgeous the blue sky is out there? It wasn't like that through the night. It was very rainy. But it's looking lovely today. So we're going to have this. We don't need to leave here until 11. So we're going to have this, chill out for a wee while, and then make a nice slow trip back to Craignure for the ferry. Eh? Have the puppies had their breakfast yet? Have the puppies not had their breakfast? Oh, poor puppies. Poor puppies. Are we starving you? Are we? We're watching Second Kingsman, Golden Circle. Last night we watched The Gentleman with Hugh Grant, and Jack's been trying to get me to watch it for ages, and I'm like, nah, it's a... what's that guy's name? Guy Ritchie film. I'm not really into Guy Ritchie films. And he was like, no, honestly, you'd like it. So last night I decided to watch it, and it was really good. I really did enjoy it. We watched it while we were having our dinner, which was amazing, by the way, wasn't it? Oh, that takeaway was so good. Right, I'm going to head off just now, and I'll catch up with you in a wee while. Bright light. That is us all packed up. It's 10 to 11. I'm just in the van. Jack's just doing the finishing touches, and then we're going to get hitched up. Get the caravan hitched up to the van. Look at the state of the hair. That's what happens when you don't shower for 3 days and you wear a hat and get stuck in the rain and things. I did tell you it was going to be a dirty weekend. Not quite the dirty weekend that I would have had 20 years ago maybe, but hey ho. It was a really good weekend anyway. We have really enjoyed it. So I think I'm just going to sign off here, because we're just going to head back to the ferry and then head home. If anything else happens, I will jump back on and let you know. But otherwise, I will just say thank you so much for watching. I don't know how many parts this is going to end up being in, but I think it's way too long to be one vlog. So thank you very much if you have managed to stay with us to the end. And please feel free to comment down below as always. If you have enjoyed it, please hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. It's completely free. And we will see you in our next video. Thanks very much, everyone. Bye.